Hi, this is Shannon. Welcome back to my channel where you will find all things art. Today we're doing an out of focus bokeh background. Okay, airbrushing is the bittersweet, easy-ish way to get yourself an out of focus background. So, bittersweet only in the way that the airbrush can be very finicky. It will stop up a lot. It can be a challenge. And I actually ended up having to stop part of the way through and switch brushes to leave the one I started with into soak because it was so stopped up it just wouldn't work anymore, and it had been working fine. So the airbrush can be a little bit of a challenge and a little bit in a learning curve just to get it to function normally. So if you add some reducer, you just got to learn how to balance the reducer, and then it's normally super easy, but this time it did stop up and did become a bit of a challenge. But in general, the background is really easy to do with an airbrush. Literally all you do is take and do little dots all over the canvas. Make sure that you get the sides because you want to keep it consistent as you go. You don't want to wait till you're done and then do it because it will be obvious. So you want to do it as you go, each layer. Make sure you're getting all of the sides and you're just doing little dots. You want to make sure that you keep the airflow going while you're doing it so that you don't end up with like splotches and stuff. If you don't keep the airflow going, the paint will like build up in the tip and it will like splurt a bunch of paint all at once, and it just leaves like splatter marks all over the canvas. So make sure you keep the paint flowing and just do little dots all over in varying levels of value. So I believe I used yellow ochre at first, and then I started mixing in a darker green until it was at its darkest. The green is actually forest green. I had to look. Okay, so you want those varying levels of dots to create like that out of focus background. Once you put something in front of it, it will just all come together and it will look so good. So I just keep doing this, and you can see some of the splotches that I created from when my airbrush stopped up. And the best way to fix that is to go over it with white, because white is very opaque. But you want to keep doing the dots to give it a nice smooth transition and build it up from there. Once I did the white, I started back in with the yellow ochre and worked my way adding in more and more of the forest green until it got to its darkest, so that I had varying shades of dots just mixed together all over the screen. And that's what gives it that out of focus look. I use this a lot for like portraits of animals and things. I love it with like the birds, and I thought that it would work really well for a butterfly that I think that I'm going to use this canvas for after this video. You can see it builds up really nicely to create an out of focus background, and I'm just literally just doing dots all over the place in varying values of color. You can do it with any colors, just make sure they all work well together, and you have to have varying values from darker to lighter, and it just gives it that nice soft look. I'm not sure what I was doing there. Oh, and there I am. It got some of the splotches, and I acted quickly enough. You take a brush with a little bit of water on it. You do not want to press hard because the spray paint will come up pretty easy, and you just wipe it away with the water. And this is the finished bokeh background, and we're going to show it on a finished piece. This is the hyacinth macaw I did recently, and it just looks so good once you get something in front of it. That out of focus look just is amazing. I absolutely love it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to watch more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.